Chicago Fire Season 14 questions answered. Will Carver and Violet last? Will Stella hide her pregnancy? Exclusive. Chief Dom Pascal found himself under investigation for attempted murder during the Chicago Fire Season 13 finale. But the episode wasn't all doom and gloom. And yes, has questions about what's next. During the Wednesday, May 21 finale, Pascal, Dermot Mulroney, was accused of trying to kill the man who crashed into his wife Monica's, Katie Strickland, car and caused her death. While the Office of Fire Investigation, OFI, thinks he's guilty, Kelly Severide, Taylor Kinney, is on a mission to clear his name. He's all in with Pascal. Showrunner Andre Newman exclusively told Us Weekly of Severide's final journey, which ultimately results in him finding the real culprit. Firefighter Stephen Vale, Phil Donlin. Vale pined over Pascal's wife for years, so he tried to kill the man responsible for her death. While the OFI case is front and center during the finale, not every storyline was wrapped up neatly, including Violet McCamey, Hanako Greensmith, and Sam Carver's Jake Lockett romance. Violet finally gave Carver the letter she wrote him while he was in rehab and professed her love for him. While Carver revealed he already put in for a job in Denver, he ended the season by passionately kissing Violet outside her apartment. Severide and wife Stella Kidd, Miranda Ray Mayo, also got a happy ending to the season after Stella learned she is pregnant with their first baby. What's next for the couple, however, is unknown. There will be some shakeups all around, Newman revealed. Keep scrolling for answers to the biggest questions ahead of Season 14. During the final minutes of the episode, Carver showed up and kissed Violet. He finally confessed, "I love you, Violet," and she responded, "I love you too." The moment was a beautiful thing for both of them, according to Newman, but it might be short-lived. The showrunner told us that Carver is on a razor's edge in terms of healing, after his ups and downs with alcohol. His state of mind in Carver and Violet's sometimes painful dynamic has left their relationship status open-ended. Do they get this moment and then that's all? Or do they get to explore past that and kind of see where it goes? Newman teased, confirming that's the question hanging in the air ahead of next season. Prior to the finale, Lockett confirmed that he won't be a series regular for Season 14, which could influence Carver and Violet's future. While Carver might be moving to Denver, he and Violet wouldn't be the first Firehouse 51 couple to be long distance. Matthew Casey, Jessa Spencer, and Sylvie Brett, Kara Kilmer, lived apart when Casey had to move to Oregon to help raise the kids of his late firefighter friend, but the pair ultimately got married during Season 12. According to Newman, Casey and Brett's romance is not like Carver and Violet. Anything's possible, she told us when asked if they could replicate the long-distance relationship. But I think this was more of an explosion than a slow build. The TV writer explained that there are different things at stake with Carver and Violet, especially since he hinted at leaving Chicago pre-kissed to better focus on his sobriety. For Carver, it's a life thing. It's like, can he stay alive? Can he keep sober and clean and not crash and burn? Newman said, not ruling out Carver potentially making cameos next season. So the stakes are a little bit higher in terms of that relationship going forward. After attempting to adopt a baby during Season 13, Stella and Severide were left broken-hearted when the mom changed her mind. During the finale, Stella turned her focus to helping a teenager named Natalie, Ava Torres, in the neighborhood, eventually reconnecting the teen with her big sister. Stella later got her own good news. She's pregnant. Newman told us that Stella's pregnancy timeline for Season 14 will depend on the kind of time jump we do when we start. She joked, it will be hard to be hiding it if it's You know, the kind of 4-month jump we usually do. The showrunner noted that the writers want to get the firefighters' reactions to the pregnancy sooner rather than later. There's a closet full of baby gear in the firehouse right now, Newman said, referring to the baby gifts that were bought before Stella and Severide's adoption fell through. Although Stella might keep the pregnancy under wraps for a little bit next season, Newman said her and Severide's journey will be all about how they balance being firehouse feuds and slow-burning love stories. Chicago Fire fans are no strangers to emotional cliffhangers. But this season, 2 burning questions have ignited speculation across Firehouse 51. Will Carver and Violet last? And will Stella hide her pregnancy? Let's dig into both, with a healthy dose of creative interpretation, a few emotional twists, and just the kind of drama you'd expect from your favorite first responders. Will Carver and Violet last? A relationship forged in flames. From the moment Sam Carver stepped into Firehouse 51, sparks flew, not just from burning buildings, but from the friction between his no-nonsense attitude and Violet McCamey's razor-sharp wit. They were oil and water. She was still grieving Hawkins, hiding her broken heart behind dark humor and late-night shifts. Carver, tough and tight-lipped, wasn't the guy anyone expected her to fall for, least of all herself. But over time, things changed. In Season 12, fans watched Violet slowly let her guard down. Carver showed a softer side. He respected her boundaries, gave her space, but was always there. Whether it was patching her up after a close call or simply showing up with her favorite donut on a hard morning, he started to chip away at the walls she'd built. By mid-season, they shared their first kiss in the back of Ambulance 61, the station quiet after hours. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't perfect, but it was real. Still, old ghosts linger. Violet's heart is haunted by the loss of Hawkins, and Carver, well, he's got his own shadows. A troubled past that's only been hinted at, a sister he barely speaks to, and a fear of vulnerability that often pushes people away. So will they last? The answer might not be simple, but that's what makes it worth watching. According to showrunner hints and behind-the-scenes chatter, the writers are leaning into slow burn. Think Casey and Dawson, Severide and Stella. Relationships that don't come easy, but mean more because of the struggle. Carver and Violet are opposites, but maybe that's their strength. They balance each other. She brings light to his darkness. He grounds her impulsiveness. In a pivotal upcoming episode, a major call will force them to confront their deepest fears, and possibly their deepest truths. Word is, it involves a hostage situation, a failed backup radio, and a moment where one of them merely doesn't make it. When you're that close to losing someone, it changes things. Violet may finally say what's been building for months. I'm scared to lose you because I actually want to keep you. And Carver? He might finally let himself believe he deserves to be loved. Will Stella hide her pregnancy? The secret that could change everything. Then there's Stellaride, the pairing fans have rooted for through thick and thin. Kelly Severide and Stella Kidd have faced long-distance assignments, deep trust issues, even a canceled wedding. But they've always come back to each other. Now, in a twist no one saw coming, Stella finds herself staring at a pregnancy test in the firehouse locker room. Positive. But here's the twist. She doesn't tell Kelly. At least not right away. Why? Because she's afraid. Not of the baby, not really. But of what it means for her career, for her identity as a woman in command, and for her marriage. Stella has fought her way up through the ranks, proving she belongs on the rig, not behind a desk or stuck on maternity leave. She's watched what pregnancy can do to women in this line of work. The whispers, the sidelining, the assumptions that she can't handle the heat anymore.